Okay, so Dr. Salmon, this is my golf GUI. My name is Jeffrey Knighton, and this is right after I run the MATLAB program. And so we're going to go ahead and show you what's going on. So I have edit boxes and sliders that will match the values in the edit boxes. So my slider moves up to 50% and 100% accordingly. Every single one of the sliders does that, as you'll see as we continue to go on. But let's do the first hole. So we have a 150-meter hole. There we go. We also have a red dot up here in the Y to show where the hole is, and we have our wind and we have our trajectory. So this first one is straight on with no angle, no wind, and a driver with the driver. And so there we go. There it shoots, and that's my driver. Yeah. The next one in that is the 9-iron. So we come down here, click on this, and we shoot. So that's pretty cool. Also over here you can rotate this 3D graph so you can see what's going on, which is pretty awesome. I also kept the lines in the same direction, just so they can see where they hit with each wedge, comparatively on the top view. This is more apparent in like the wind problems where they can see where it ends up, but the 3D graph does a lot of that too. Anyway, so here's the pitching wedge, and there you go. Cool. So the next one that we're going to do is we're going to put in the 150-meter hole. We're going to put the wind speed up to 5 meters per second to the east, and with the force of hit of 50. So 50. As you can see, that changes the slider. Pretty cool. And so 90 degrees with the easterly wind, 5 meters per second. Yep. And 50% with the driver. Cool. So we come here, pick the driver, and shoot. And as you can see, it's really tiny, very small, considering we only got to do a little bit. Okay. So, and then we want to do that same one with the wedge. So we do the pitching wedge, and we shoot that. And it also goes a very small distance. You don't see a lot of the curve because it's a small hit, although it does change slightly. Okay, cool. The next one is my 150 hole, 50 meters per second easterly wind, so keep all that the same. Oh wait, did I? Oh yeah, I did the wedge too. Okay, cool. With the driver and the wedge, 3 wood. So we come to 3 wood, click that, so we get that, and then we want to do actually a 30-degree angle. So I'm going to assume that that's a 30-degree angle away from the wind. So that's 125. So we're shooting that direction. We also want our power up to 100, and we still want the 5 meters per second easterly wind with the 3 wood. So we shoot that, and we get that. Looks pretty good. In the other direction, it may be 60. So I'll just shoot that really quick. Cool. And also with the same irons, I changed it a little bit so you can see what was going on with that. So as you can see, it goes farther because the wind is in the same direction. Okay, and with the wedge. Okay, so we're going to come down here, pick our pitching wedge, and then we're going to do this one. So as you can see, it goes curves, and also we're going to do 130, 125. We're going to shoot it into the wind. Cool. So as you can see, it loses some height as it goes into the wind, which makes sense according to this one. Okay. As the wind speed increases to 10 meters per second, and we have the hole as 150. We have the wind direction still to the east, and we want a 45 degrees. So come here, 45 degrees with the 5-iron. Okay, and we force of hit of 100, and we shoot it, and it goes pretty far. And now we hit it with the wedge, and it goes a little bit to the left. For kicks and giggles, we'll shoot it that way as well, which is an interesting hit, and we'll also go back to the 5-iron and shoot it as well. Okay, so that was the fourth one, 10 meters per second easterly wind, 45-degree angle with 5-iron and wedge. Cool, so I believe it's the next one. So we come here, we change our Y hole, we shoot it at 85 into the wind, so I'm assuming that is 5 force of hit and 50 meters per second, and we want to use a driver. Oh, but we want the wind to be in the west, sorry. Okay, and then we want to use the driver, so we come here and we shoot it. And we get, that looks right because it curves back on itself and over the flap, or over the top because, well, it's hurricane force winds. So for extra credit, I made a random hole generator that when you plot, it changes the hole on the 3D graph. And I also made a 3D plot, which is pretty cool. And yeah, everything works pretty well. Other combinations are included as well. Let's turn that down. Let's do 5 irons. Let's come here. Let's do this. I don't know. 35. This way. Pop it off. And it goes up. It follows a good trajectory. On each one of these. These player 1 and player 2, they don't actually work right now, but it is hope in that in the future I will be able to make a 2-player. I actually want to make this 2-player for me and my brothers. So all in all, a really cool project. I was happy to be able to do it, and yeah, I think that's it. All done.